Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's your boy, Jeremy Alexander Newsome with RealLifeTrading.com. Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. It is Monday, the 15th of May. Shout outs to my mom and sister if you're watching this. Happy birthday, mom and sister. They have the exact same birthday, and Mother's Day is March 14th. So it's really easy to remember Mother's Day and my mom and sister's birthday. So, yes, I lucked out. Let's talk about the broad markets really quick. So the SPY today, good news for those bulls out there in the world. We made a new all-time high today on the S&P 500 ETF, the SPY. So today's high was 240.44. The previous all-time high before that was on that day right there. And that high was 240.32. So we got it by 12 cents. Bottom line, market still looks bullish in my opinion. I think tomorrow and or Wednesday will be a pretty easy day to look for a trade on SPY. Something like this, right? Use your all-time high-ish area. Look for a pullback into that zone and a little bit of a bounce. Nice inside day candle on Friday. Nice bullish gap and go today. This bull put spread should be just fine. If you look at playing in SPY, be bullish to neutral. That's pretty much SPY. Here's the Dow. Nothing really exciting on the Dow. Bullish to neutral. Nothing there. Yawn. Here's the IWM. And we got into a bull put spread on the IWM on Friday. 131, 130. And that is pretty far away, I might add. That is way the heck down here. At least I feel it's pretty far away. So 130, 131 for the third Friday in June. And that also is kind of below some of these long-term moving averages. So here's the 200 simple moving average on the IWM. It's at 130.86 today. So as long as we slowly keep creeping up, everything should be fine. And then, of course, here's the Qs, QQQ. And this made another all-time high today. The Qs still rocking and rolling. I don't have any particular shares or positions on the Qs. But if you do, selling a 142 covered call for June, I think we're timing that correctly. I think that one will likely expire. Worthless. Got a lot of stocks that were requested, so let's go check them out. Here's Seagate, ticker symbol STX. And Seagate, I had a trader ask, did I like the bullish bounce from the other day? And my answer was yes, I do / did. Here's a really good support resistance on STX. Plus you got this gap action right there. Nice white candle gapping up. What type of gap is that? Retest gap. And are we retesting? Yes, we are. So we pulled back down to that support. We bounced a little bit. We're kind of getting a little bit of a double bottom action. Really next target is this 100 simple moving average, the blue line. From there, as far as a swing trade goes, you can look for a trade higher. And then if it closes above the gap on this day, this is a strong day. On this day, if we close above there, pull back, buy the dip. I like Seagate. My buddy Niels and my buddy Victor both have some put sales on Seagate. Victor's expires this Friday. Niels expires next Friday. So far, all looks fine. Here's ticker symbol WDC, which is Western Digital. And this is the weekly chart on Western Digital. What we need to know is it has already made a enormously large move. Phenomenal. I mean, guys, you can print this out and, just live by that very, very pretty inverted head and shoulders pattern. That is textbook. If you want to know what an inverted head and shoulders pattern looks like for the next time, so you might get a chance to trade it, print out this WDC chart. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So WDC, strong bullish trend. It's nice and high. Let's see if a wave count, probably some kind of 1, 2, 3. And inside that wave 3, got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're probably looking for a wave 4 to come in, either bearish or a sideways type of move on WDC. Doesn't have to be drastic. But looking at the daily chart, we are a little extended. Here's your exponential moving averages on the daily chart. And I'd love to come back down to the 50 again and bounce, but it doesn't have to. Bottom line, here's your pennant pattern. You got a white candle gapping up the other day. That was a retest gap. What did we do? Retest. Guys, I'm telling you, this stuff is just over and over and over. So nice pennant pattern. If WDC breaks out bullish, let's continue to go with the trend. EA Sports. It's in the game. I messed this one up badly. When I say messed it up badly, I still made money on it, but we just didn't make as much as we could have. So Electronic Arts, we got triggered into this trade last month. We got triggered in on this day right there. And we had our stop, no lie, right there. We missed getting stopped out by pennies about 3 or 4 days later. And we ended up exiting that trade for about 1.9R on this day. So that was before earnings. Obviously didn't want to hold over earnings. But if we did, you would have made out like a bandit. Huge gap up on Electronic Arts. So EA Games, here's your weekly chart. I mean, it's just going bananas. It's screaming all-time highs. This is a very popular stock for me to bring up during Kids Month because all kids, or I should say the majority of kids who play video games, they know what electronic arts are. So a really good move from here. It's just all about finding a target, right? I mean, you're at all-time highs, and to do that, you can use some Fibonacci analysis. Oops, wrong direction. Let me scoot this. It's the wrong one. Sorry. Extension. Here we go. And we'll go from this wave to this wave, back down to that wave. Oh, money. That is so good. Next target, 116.14, and from there we probably retrace a little bit. So trade up into 116.14, pull back a little bit into some moving averages, and then eventually up into 135.24. More than likely, that makes the most sense. So if you're not in on EA games right now, you're chasing it, wait for a little bit of a pullback. AAOI, I did have a bullish swing trade set up on this, but I missed it. That bullish swing trade was based on this day right here, the 5th of May, Cinco de Mayo. And I wanted, with this bullish gap and go, right, black candle gapping up, nice close. I want a pullback, and the trigger didn't happen. So now, good chance I'm going to make this one official, 59.86 by 55.22. All I'm looking to do is a retest of this previous all-time high. Do I know this trade's going to work or not? No. Is it a buy off of old resistance, new support? Yes. Could it work? Maybe. So we'll see. Probably set that one up later today. Here's PANW, Palo Alto Networks. And this was an interesting gap. Keep an eye on this weekly chart on PANW. I've been mentioning a few times, and yes, we did break below the 200, but it's pretty much brand new. This is the weekly chart, and this is a gap on a Monday, which is kind of a big deal because you had a high wave spinning top week last week. We gapped up, and nice little bearish candle today. So with this gap on a Monday, here's the daily time frame, and it's a retest gap. So keep your eyes on PANW because you had a nice gap here, nice gap here. This is a really strong old support, new resistance. You got the 200 simple in here. So if we close above here, I know earnings is not too far away right now, but PANW, at least one you can keep an eye on for a bullish, longer-term trade down here potentially. TRVG, Trivago, which I'm a little bit upset. This is a true story. Trivago, I actually, me and one of my website buddies wanted to create a company exactly like Trivago about 6 years ago, and just never did. I still don't know why I didn't do that. Probably because I'm a chicken. But anyway, Trivago got created like 18 months after we decided not to do it. And yeah, so now it's publicly traded. They're making millions. Anyway. Nice gap today on ticker symbol TRVG. Very, very strong bullish gap and go. And we have a pretty high wave candle today. Realistically, this gap should not fill. So I'm going to watch to bracket trade TRVG. It's a pretty nice looking trend. Could be in a wave 3. So if this thing keeps trading sideways and starts breaking out, I'm at least keep an eye on TRVG. You're welcome to as well. Here's Chipotle, ticker symbol CMG. And Chipotle, the burrito companies, if I could type. Let me try this again. Here's CMG, Chipotle Mexican Grill. I don't have anything huge or majestic on this particular trade. It's already hit my 2017 targets. Not that it can't continue from there. But we're battling the 100 simple moving average on a weekly chart right now. So just be patient on CMG. Pretty much nice little pennant pattern. Let it break out. If it does, look to buy the dip and then trade it back up into the 200 simple moving average on a weekly. But CMG overall looks more bullish than bearish to me. Here is Google, ticker symbol GOOGL, and Google, nothing to really update. I mean, it's going to 1,000 this year. Here's your exponential moving averages, really, really strong. The trend is bullish. If you're looking at playing Google, don't go bearish, just go bullish, depending on whatever strategy you want to use. Looks like a really classic 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's your double bottom, wave 3, some kind of wave 4, wave 5. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. Look to be bullish on Google if you can afford it. It's pricey. Same thing with Amazon, AMZ. And if you're doing Amazon, you probably have to do some kind of spread. And we did do some great analysis on Amazon back in this time frame. Talked about a bull put spread, 902, 900 bull put spread, which is really kind of, I felt like a pretty safe one. It was right in this general area right here. And that expires this Friday. So as long as Amazon doesn't hemorrhage money or something over the next 4 days, that could be or should be pretty good. White candle gapping up to an all-time high. That's what happened on Friday. Shocker, Amazon's probably going to retest that retest gap. I mean, it's doing it right now. And if you look at playing Amazon, buy the retest, buy the bounce, buy the dip. It all pretty much means the same thing. Look to go bullish. That's the direction. Just get your timing right. And then last but not least for today is Fuel, F-U-E-L. Rocket fuel, burning up my fuse up here alone. So you had a nice retest gap, black candle gapping down on earnings. And I mean, man, just shredded those buyers. Opened right below that support. So everybody up in here is getting trapped. Everybody got trapped. Everyone's losing money. And that's exactly what caused that stock to sell off so quickly. So from here, now that it's right in between the long-term moving averages, if you're looking at playing rocket fuel, sorry, I'll stop. If you're looking at playing it bullish, I would look to get in bullish above the high of that that bullish candle that came in on Thursday with a stop pretty much below sometime around where we are right now. It had a really good run up and is pulling back nicely. So I mean, it's retraced about 60% of its original move since January of this year. So feel free for those looking at trading, ticker symbol FUEL. Keep an eye on it for it to bounce down here. Next, real life stock reviews Wednesday. Before I let you go, let me update with you guys today. I got an email over the weekend saying I never talked about losing trades, which is just incorrect, but let's go ahead and talk about one. So I lost a one trade and made on one trade today. We had a weekly options newsletter that I posted on Friday. And the unfortunate thing is, and this is just the way it works with options sometimes, is the analysis so far hasn't stopped out if you used stock. Which, you know, if you did a weekly option trade, you probably didn't use stock, you probably did shares. But some traders do use stock. Anyway, you can see it would not have triggered the stock trade, but on the option, we lost 1 hour today in about 30 minutes. Which, hey, that happens, right? You lose on trades. There's zero chance that you are not going to lose on some trades. Remember what I said just a few stock market reviews previous to this one. Losing on trading, losing in your analysis, and losing money on some trades is a guarantee. It's a 100% fact. It's going to happen. Don't get stressed about it. Don't worry about it. Don't lose sleep over it. Don't get gray hair over it. Just accept it as a fact. Just like it's going to rain sometimes, you know? Or you might get a flat tire in your car. Or potentially you're going to go to sleep before 10 p.m. on a Friday night one day. Don't stress about those things. Things that are absolute facts, absolute certainties, there's no reason to worry about. Like, I'll give you another certainty. You ready for this one? You can jot it down. You can write it down. This is a 100% unequivocal fact. In my opinion, the sun will rise tomorrow on planet Earth. We will be here 24 hours from right now. That is an absolute 100% certainty. Some mathematical scientists might argue with me on that one, but fact of the matter is, we're going to be here tomorrow. And with that being said, you can also guarantee that the stock market is going to move up, down, or sideways. You're going to have the opportunity to win or lose, but mathematically, if you lose less money than you make, you will be profitable. So speaking of, I got to give a shout out to my buddy, Dean Chance, aka the Chancellor, for this trade on Harley-Davidson. And on Harley-Davidson, you'll notice it didn't actually gap down. This just came up on one of his scanners. And that's the great thing about trading as a team. But there was the support level on Harley, and it broke down through this support. So Latoya and Dean and a lot of other traders were trading this one in the morning day trading room. Here's the 5-minute chart, and this is such an easy trade. It's almost blissfully painful. So on Harley-Davidson, it was a black candle moving lower, so it was a retest trade. Stock trades down. What's this called right here? Let's do it in a different color. What's this called here in red? That is the retest. So that's the retest, and you'll probably see exactly how this thing was played. I mean, close your eyes, Kobe Bryant layup. Both of these candles had the exact same low. Entry, stop. Call your mama, you're coming over for dinner. What an amazing trade. Great rollover, nice for 2.1 Rs. Congratulations for those who played Harley-Davidson. If you want to learn how to take that trade, we are going to be teaching this entirely for free. Make sure to check your inbox or our Real Life Trading Facebook page. We sent some links for you to sign up for the day trading classes in June entirely for free. Tell your mom, tell your husband, tell your kids, tell your wife, tell everybody. We're teaching people how to trade the stock market for free. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you Wednesday. And until then, remember, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.